Gwendolyn. 2 Mega Pops chimps. Is it possible? Well, to get started in here, I gotta let you guys know that Gwendolyn's got some weaknesses. She used to be unbelievably powerful, and believe it or not, oh crap. Whoop. Oh, dang. Well, this is our first weakness. It's tough to get started with her. Alrighty, well, getting started with Gwendolyn's obviously a little bit tricky. You know, any hero that costs more than $650 is tricky. Now, the next question is, where do we put Gwendolyn? We could put her here, here, here. Put her pretty much anywhere. I think this is going to end up being our best place. I think she's going to be chasing first most of the time. I'm not going to worry about the 7 pops that we just got lost right there, but hopefully that does not end up biting us in the butt later on. If we end up 10 pops short of 2 Mega Pops, we'd be pretty mad, to be honest. But anyways, I feel like this is a pretty decent spot, because it still gives me room to put my village down wherever the heck I want to, and still gives me room to put my support towers down wherever I want to as well, in range of some sort of village. So we're going to go for a glue, and then also, just be an alchemist, but sadly, I don't think there's a way to get an alchemist kind of out of the way completely. So the alchemist is going to be stealing pops the entire game. Could be 20,000, 25,000 pops. We don't know exactly how many it's going to be, so we really can't use very many other towers to help us out all that much. So, of course, there's no promises with any of these games. I mean, like, if we get uber close, then, like, yeah, you know what? Maybe we could pull something off magically. But in a lot of situations, it's not going to be an uber mega close kind of situation. It's going to be a, okay, you're 500,000 pops off, Chris. You're going to have to do something here to make this actually go the way you want it to. Or other things similar to that. But for right now, we're just gotta, like, watch Gwendolyn do her thing, dude. Ooh, heat it up, though. That might make her, in this area right here, pretty efficient. Alright, I'm swapping. I gotta restart. SJB. Yep. So far, things are going reasonably smooth. At least, I'm not super upset with how things are going. I had to get an early alchemist here to kind of like support me and actually get more damage, which is kind of upsetting because there is no way on this map that I can hide the alchemist from stealing pops for the rest of the game. That is tricky, at least on this map. You know, maybe we can pull off something else on a different map, but as of right now, it is not going the way we want it to. In addition, we have very little camo detection. What are we gonna do about that? Well, we could try to do something so fancy, so majestic, so magical, that it's almost absurd. We can burn every single camo balloon with a cocktail, if you plan it perfectly. But it's difficult to pull out, man. Difficult to pull off. But of course, that's not going to be happening on round 36 or nothing, so what do we do? Well, I think what we're going to do is, for now, we're going to build a spike factory. This seems like such a stupid thing to build, but spending $1,000 right now gives us a huge safety net for the rest of the game, even against things like super ceramics. This thing's surprisingly decent. So we're going to use that. And then we're going to go for a super stronger stim, to kind of like make sure we're getting the max popping power out of Gwendy here as much as we possibly can. And then we're going to go for our village to get them up to jungle drums and everything. And then after that, we have to kind of figure out where we're going to go, because there's still a lot of options available to us. We have to decide what's the best for us in this situation. Should be noted that Spike Factory, 60 pops, 380, 150, 130. Okay, everybody's stealing something. Alchemist already up to over 1,000 at round 37. That's pretty bad, bro. Cocktail! Steal as many of the camo pops as you can, of course. Gwendolyn's still doing the best over here, but she doesn't need to just do the best. She needs to do the best by a lot. A large margin here. So here we go. Village is going up, and I think the best thing for us for now is, first of all, to get jungle drums. And then if we can afford it, we're going to go for the camo detection for round 42. But I think, honestly, I could defeat most of the camo balloons with just our cocktail here. And not worry about things. I know that some people really like to do like a submergent support sub here just to deal with camo balloons. I don't know why, but it just annoys me to have to deal with any of that nonsense. All right, first, Moab. With cocktail, we shouldn't be too bad. We get a double cocktail hit. Oh, it's beautiful, man. That is nice. Throwing a cocktail right here and getting all the balloons to get double cocktailed is just straight up delicious. I can just imagine once we get to round 80 plus how important that's going to be to purposefully get that guy like perfectly down in there. All right, here we go. We're going to go radar scanner here just to get that cam detection. And then we're probably going to have to get the mid pretty soon, too, just to get that purple popping power. The question is, do we want to go for a full-on mid first, or do we want to go for the overclocked engineer? That's kind of a weird question. Because engineer can kind of pop some of the purple balloons. This guy can clean up most of the purple balloons. That would actually be a problem kind of early on in the game here. But overall, against most of the balloons, probably better off getting an overclock. You know, how many purple balloons are actually going to come out against us here that are actually going to be problematic? Not that many. So I think I'm better off going for an overclocked engineer. So that's what we're going to do. Boop, boop, boop. Got a cleansing foam at least for now, and we're going to go full-on overclock, baby. Yeet, yeet. All right, I always like showing off 49 just because it's kind of one of those absurd rounds that, depending on your build, can be absolutely deadly or just super-duper easy. And right now, with a single Gwendolyn build, things are going super-duper easy. Somewhat surprisingly. Even these regen balloons, man, not a big deal at all for us. So, ooh, here's the first Moab, though, that we don't have our... Oh, my God, we melted it! Heck yeah, dude. Gwendolyn right now, mid-game, is a freaking powerhouse. We just have to hope that this keeps up for the rest of the game, because if it does, this is going to be easy. But I have a very, very strong feeling that she is going to max out a little too quick here, and it's going to cause us a lot of chaos real quick, like. Specifically because of this right here. This alchemist stealing our pops is no good. If like, you just look at it from a weird point of view. Well, you're halfway through the game, Chris. If you double your pops, no big deal. You can still kind of keep it up. 6k pops isn't really that bad. But that's not what is likely to happen. What's likely to happen is that this alchemist is going to build up more and more and more pops. It's going to basically exponentially grow higher and higher as time goes on, because the balloons are going to be on the screen for longer, and he's going to be hitting a lot more grouped balloons, like grouped Moabs and grouped crap, that normally would not be that chaotic for us, but in this case will be quite chaotic for us. But here we go, it's mid times. Now we got that purple popping power, we don't have to worry about that for the rest of the game, and we can consider, if we want to, we can go all the way to a call to arms. But I've got to figure this out, because honestly, I think my best bet is probably to go for some... Ooh, yeah, that sucks. More pops getting stolen here, friends. More pops getting stolen. Not sure how I feel about that. Not a huge fan, though. Not a huge fan. Alright, alright. So, yeah. I think what I ought to do is, at the very least, have to get my Moab glue going. So let's get that. Let's put it as far up to the front as we can. We'll still in range of the village. We're going to go for a quick bottom path Moab glue, and we're going to go for the bigger globs and glue splatter. I know some people like the top path, but I'm a big fan of the splatter. Just want to glue every single Moab. Now, that's all I want to do. Just glue all the Moabs, and I don't mind him hitting ceramics. Now, right now, I have another glue that doesn't seem to make much sense, a glue splatter with glue soak. What is he for? Well, if I get to the point where balloons are going to end up being a problem that aren't getting glued by this guy, well, then I want something that's going to glue everything else, and that's where the glue hose comes in, because no matter what, he will not miss, basically. It's kind of like the gist of it. So that's the plan. Things are still going decent enough for us, but again, look at our Elks pop, man. Oh my god, it's like 4k already. This is just, it's like absurd. And I don't even have a 4-2. It's just a 4-0-0. He's just stealing all the pops. All right. Well, let's see how we do against the BFB. If we do fine against the BFB, we'll probably be good for at least a little while here as far as popping power goes. And we got our new ability, the Keg Blast. What's the actual name? Firestorm. I call it Keg Blast. I just call things whatever I feel like calling them because I'm weird and stupid. But, oh, it ran out just at the wrong time here. But it doesn't seem to matter. We still take him down. But Firestorm is... Ooh, we definitely need a cocktail here. It's pretty powerful against the balloons. Decent against ceramics. Takes time to take effect, though, so it's kind of difficult to use realistically. And then, of course, late game, once you get to a decent amount of Moabs or reinforced Moabs, it's basically worthless. I don't know how else to put it. It's just bad. Like, it's not going to do nothing. So it's going to be really, really difficult to use this guy properly. I hope it works out, obviously, but I'm a little scared, to be completely honest. Here we go, 63. Let's see how we doing. With no abilities here at all. Yeah, I'll take it. All right, and then with our second level round 63 rush, we're going to go for one of our abilities. I'm ready to Keg Blast here to show off the power of the Keg Blast. Like I said, it takes time, though. It's not like a ceramics gone. It's like, well, you set the ceramics on fire, in maybe 10 minutes or so, they might melt to death. It's kind of where you're at here. All right, so our plan now is twofold. One, if we could run into some major issues, call to arms. All right, it's $20,000, reasonably expensive. Ooh, we might have to restart this one. How we doing? One ceramic, two, yeah. Don't love it, but all right, we're gonna deal with it. Spike factory up to 245 already. So we run into some major issues. Call to arms is pretty much a necessity for us. If we don't run into any major issues, though, I'd like to try to push it to a Perma Brew. 64,000, 65K. Might not seem like it's worth it, but dude, it is totally worth it if you can make it happen. All right, so early cocktail from us. I don't know if I love that, but it was kind of a necessity against these ceramics here. Take on the mobs really easily, and then BFB's coming out. See how we gonna do against these guys. Probably pretty good. Got a cocktail here. Boom, boom. Overclock cocktail combo. And 65 is... Let's keg blast it, just for good measures. What do you guys think? Let's wait for the mobs to pop and keg blast. We got most of them. You can tell, it didn't even pop the mob layer when they were like nearly dead, too. All right, so normally 60s are super duper easy. In this situation, they're not going to be super easy, but they're also not going to be crazy difficult. So we're going to meet you guys back in the early 70s and talk about our overarching plan for the future. Honestly, one of the coolest things about Gwendolyn is her really quick cocktail ability. It's got a really quick cooldown. I mean, we're basically using it every single round, if not twice per round. What's weird here is I'm trying to, like, test out the waters with first, last, close, and strong, and I honestly cannot find something that's better than first in most situations. Last definitely is just a little too tricky to actually work out properly. Strong might be okay, though, because the idea of the plan is that we use... basically like the cocktails and the regular attack to melt the highest tier balloons, and we use the keg blast to melt the lower tier balloons. Basically try to use our popping power in the most efficient way possible, right? Because certain things are designed to be better than other things, and if we can get everything down to a ceramic, we can keg blast the entire screen into oblivion and just win the game. I mean, ideally, if we just like think about it like that makes perfect sense. Problem is, in practice, it doesn't really work out that well. You know, it's just way trickier than that, man. Specifically because there's lots of balloons usually coming out on the screen. Strong is usually aiming a BFB instead of a MOAB or something like that. And then even when you get these guys down to ceramics, like other things are attacking them and crap, it's tricky. And then you're going to have to eventually move back to first to like start chasing and start cleaning up. So, yeah, tricky. All right, nice cocktail here. The nice thing is I have not had to micro my cocktail all that much. Here, another ability here. We're going to keg blast a little early here. Clean up some of them, so we get one last PFP here for around 75. Or is this two? I think that's two PFPs. Good thing we get like a nice, decent layering of balloons, but we got a lot of them sneaking through. Oh, crap. All right, so that's going to sneak through, I think, this army of... No, it's not. They're going to steal all the pops, though. Okay. One cocktail. Is that going to be enough for 76? And a regen blocker. Yeah, all right, 76. All right, so at this point of the game, we have $34,000. That's a good amount of money, but it's still not no Perma Brew kind of money. So at this point, we have to decide, are we idiots or not? Okay. If we're idiots and we're trying to save up for something that is unreachable, unattainable, pretty much at all, because things are already getting so scary and ridiculous that there's no way we're actually going to be able to afford that guy, then we're an idiot. But, because then we could have just bought Call to Arms the entire game and just done something, at the very least. Built other crap, ninjas and ice towers and crap. You know, like, there's a lot of things we could have built. Ooh, alright. Yeah, we definitely gotta go for this guy. It's a good cocktail, not perfect, though. Keg Blast should clean up all this stuff if we put on strong. I'm gonna restart. That's too many ceramics. This time around, it didn't go perfect, but I would say it went significantly better. It was weird. Strong ended up working out better, but it was, again, much more scary to look at. Just like the entirety of the situation was, oh crap, I'm probably going to lose. And then we just didn't. Woo! All right, if we can make it to the early 80s, it's only going to take us a couple rounds in the 80s to survive to get a Perma Brew. Probably 83, 84, something like that. But every single round that we have to build something else to survive, it's going to screw us over hardcore. If we gotta buy a Sabo, or an Ice Tower, or higher level glue, like, it's just gonna set us back another round, another round, another round, then every single one of those rounds is gonna become even more unattainable to get what we need to get. So it's a risky, risky, risky play to be forcing our Perma Brew down anybody's throat here, but let's give it a shot. All right, Regen Bloons trying to overwhelm us. Let's go for a quick cocktail here somewhere in the middle of everything. Clean it all up. We do have a Keg Blast available to us. Hoping to get another cocktail pretty soon, though. We're going to Keg Blast once we get to... yeah, we're just going to Keg Blast, bro. Just, it's got to be done. We got to switch her off strong. Back to first. Cocktail, yes. All right, this Moab's already wrapping around here. We got a ton of Bloons trying to sneak through over here as well. Luckily, they're going to... Nah. I have no idea what's going on. All right. Overclocked Gwendolyn. We survived. I was afraid those Bloons wrapping around were going to randomly sneak through. Luckily, Gwendolyn has somehow got him taken down in time. And we're going to cocktail again. Keg Blast should be up in time to use it at some point in this round. Question is it going to be enough?
Yes.
Is it gonna be enough? All right, we got a lot of crap here. Cocktail. All we gotta do is melt these Moabs. We're gonna Keg Blast it. There's a few more left over. A lot of them are gonna sneak through, but luckily we do have a cleanup team back there. I don't like getting my pop stolen, but if it means we get to win and move on, that is the way we gotta play it. Because right now, losing 30, 40, 50 pops to random Bloons doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. If it allows us to get 100,000 extra pops at the end of the game with the Perma Brew, right? So that's the way we have to think about things. It seems silly, but it just works out. We got 327 over here. I got, about 2,000 over there, but Alk. Oh, 10K already, man. That's not good at all. That is scary. Here's our first real test, though. Oh my god. I think everything about this oh my god is going to be tricky. I think that's Gwendolyn's real weakness, if you really get down and think about it. Just oh my god layer. Higher tier Bloons. Our attack goes through a lot of Bloons, but does not do a lot of damage to the single Bloon. It's not horrible amounts of damage. It's not great amounts of damage either. All right, this is going to be close, but I think we might be okay. All we have to do is we're going to put her on strong instead of first. We're going to throw down our cocktail in time. We're going to try to get through the Moab layer, Keg Blast the Bloons underneath. All right, that's the plan. That's the plan. All right, here we go. Cocktail. Decently played. Got to get rid of these Moab layers. And Keg Blast. Pretty good. Let it wrap around. Let it wrap around. Perfect. Haha, we win, man. We win. Again, a lot of pops got stolen. But I still think it's going to be better for us in the long run. And we're about 15K away. That's still a lot of money, man. Actually, a little more than 15K. It's actually kind of sad now that I get down and think about it. Because now we're in freaking free play. And we're trying to survive with a random Gwendolyn here. Beating everything. She's on strong, too, right now. Actually, the strong is working out okay, though. For right now. Cocktail's gone for a minute. Yeah, we're going to go somewhat early cocktail here. Dang, this is a lot of Bloons. All right, back to first. We're going to have to Keg Blast something here. Again, a lot of Bloons are trying to sneak through right here. She is on first. She's cleaning up the ceramics as they're wrapping around. Make sure she's overclocking, and ooh, they're going to sneak through. After this round, we're only about 10K away, though. That's the exciting part. But for right now, this is getting rough. So I think I was able to win. I think, as long as this doesn't kill me here. But it was at a large cost to pops. A very large cost to pops. This guy's almost up to 1,000. This guy's up to over 1,000. And I don't think we're going to be able to just randomly attain this on this round perfectly either. So this is going to be another round where we're going to lose a lot of pops over here. We're going to start off with her on last, because we're trying to melt through as many layers as we possibly can as far as big Bloons are concerned. I'm probably going to go for a slightly earlier Keg Blast than I did last time. I went for like a super duper late game Keg Blast last time. And it was nice, but also not nice. So, it was nice because I got to win. Not nice because I lost a lot of pops. All right, so here we go. We're going to go for a somewhat early Keg Blast here. Put them back on first. And we're going to throw down this cocktail right about Chion. Make sure she's overclocked. This is going to be rough, though. These reinforced Bloons on the inside of everything, man. Oh, boy. I'm afraid. To be completely honest, I'm very afraid. All right, some more balloons are getting cleaned up back there. I guess it's going. We're going to have some abilities as these guys wrap around here. Will we get enough for everything, though? I do not know the answer to that question. All right, another cocktail here to try to do some damage. It's okay, but not great. Everything's going to be wrapping around here, though. For shiznit. For shiznit. We got to be careful here. Can't. Oh my god, dude. This is the scariest thing in my entire life. I hate this. I hate this. Okay, I think we got it. I think. Hopefully. All right, 82, baby. Shoop. Duh. Ooh, it's still scary to watch that. But all right, we're $5,000 away. That's still not nothing, though. It's still not nothing. Took a lot of micro, a lot of effort. A lot of last positioning and strong positioning, which is kind of goofy. But hey, whatever works, man. That's what I really care about. So we're going to wait for a full wrap around here before we use our ability. There we go. Nearly a full wrap around. We're going to try to melt just through all the Moab layers, again, as usual, by putting them on strong. And then we're going to keg blast once we get down rid of the Moab layers. Alright, no Moab layers. Keg blast it. Takes a while to pop everything. Other things are still stealing pops. But it's just kind of the way it has to be done right now because we're almost up to the money we need for the Perma Brew. $700 away. All right. Well, that's actually kind of rough because 84 actually shouldn't be too bad. 85, though. Twos, oh my gods. I'm not sure I like that. All right, Perma Brew. Let's get you going here. Perma Brew. All right. So we worked that hard just to make the Perma Brew happen. We got to hope that this really increases our popping power, though. Otherwise, we're totally boned, man. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I like getting boned, but not when it's monkeys and balloons related. It's not as much fun. Definitely not as much fun. All right, things are still going okay at this point. Still not getting all of the pops. We had a few ceramics sneak through over here and everything. But it still feels okay to lose some pops here and there, but I really thought Perma Brew was going to change things like completely in our favor here, man. And I cannot say that that's been happening. Ability timing's been a little rough so far. You could tell that I probably shouldn't have used my Firestorm when I did. This could end up being a complete restart here for us. But the next big question for us is, what do we want to spend our money on? All right, we've got Call to Arms, we've got Sabos, we've got Ice Towers, we've got a lot of stuff that we could build. It's just like, what's the right thing to get? And I cannot fully say for sure exactly what I think is best here. Look at this. Oh, that is a nice shoot through right there. That got us like a good 100 pops, man. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put her on strong for a quick second. Yeah, we're gonna put her on strong. We're gonna try to melt through. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we don't need to. Let's put her on first for a quick second here. Overclock it, and we're probably gonna have to use a Firestorm here. Yeah, I'm going to use a Firestorm there. Seems a little bit funky, but that should work out. Yeah, worked out okay. Still, some pops, though, are going to other places. I'm really confused about the Sabo versus the Call to Arms, because I really believe that the Call to Arms is going to be better, but am I wasting too many pops by not getting a Sabo right now? It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. All right, cocktail it up. I'm actually getting a little bit better with my cocktails. Sometimes it's better to put them over here. Sometimes it's better to put them over here. It kind of like depends on the situation. And then, ooh, last. Okay, I don't want to waste that many pops. I got to restart. All right, our first DDTs. See how we're going to do here. I'm expecting them not to be that big of a deal. But they're not exactly easy. Round 90 goes down. If we can get our Call to Arms before round 95, we should be aight. That's the big deal. That's the main issue right now. As far as pops go, let's look at them real quick. We got Elk with almost 20k. These guys got probably close to like 3 or 4k. So we're about halfway through our total allotted pops, and we got 9 rounds to go. That might seem like it's good, but don't forget that the last 9 rounds are the biggest 9 rounds, and they can also be the most problematic 9 rounds. All right, I got her on last right now, and that seems to be actually going okay, so we're going to leave it there for now. Back to strong. It's a little tricky to decide on when I'm going to use my abilities here. I really wish I had a cocktail right now. That's what I wish. All right, we're going to go for an early-ish keg blast. Don't love it. Move her back to first. Let's see if we can clean these guys up with a cocktail or not. If we can't clean up with a cocktail, totally got to restart. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Bloons sneaking through, man. You know what? I think I can accept that loss. I think I can accept that loss. To get called arms, man, I mean, if that's the way it's gotta be, it's the way it's gotta be. Alright, we got bunches of reinforced Moabs coming out right now. That's rough. Alright, luckily, Gwendolyn on last with a nice cocktail in the middle of everything with an overclock all to move together. Hopefully it's a freaking enough. If this isn't enough, I'm gonna be kind of mad because I'm so freaking close to this called arms. Just a few $1,000s away, man. A few $1,000s away. At this point, it might not even be about getting pops. It might just be about surviving. Can we even make it to the end of the game here? All right, I really want to use my Keg Blast here, but it's just like not enough Moabs have actually popped yet. So we gotta wait. We gotta wait. All right, cocktail. She's still... Oh, she's on last, though. I should have probably put her on strong. All right, we're going to just Keg Blast this crap. See what happens. All right, again, more pops are gone. The good news is... I don't have enough money yet. The good news is absolutely nothing, Chris. Absolutely nothing. All right, we're going to put her on first instead of strong for the time being. We're going to have some time to work with here. I would like to pop one of these Oh My Gods or something like that. Oh, man, they're already on that last circle, too. That is crazy. All right, let's plan this out, man. We're going to put the cocktail over in this corner. I like the corners because you get, like, a little bit of edge here and a little bit of edge here, so it's like a smidge more popping power. Here we go. Cocktail to start cleaning stuff up. And I'll get called to arms, but it's not an automatic active ability here. And we're going to have to Keg Blast something. Keg Blast that crap. Let's see if we can burn them as they wrap around here. Back to first. Not great. Not horrible. We still might survive because we have a call to arms. All right. The main thing again for me right now is can we survive? All right. It looks okay for us to be surviving here. But again, a lot of pops are going to be gone. Hope that doesn't bite us in the butt, man. All right, we got to wait for the wraparound, the full wraparound. More Moabs coming around here. Luckily, I will have a cocktail ready to go this time. Glue is still gluing. Oh, glue is still gluing. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was scary as crap. All right. Well, on that note, how we feeling, guys? How we feeling? Well, I feel like the good news is now the most of the rest of the upgrades that we want to buy for the rest of the game are fairly cheap. They're cheapos. Getting a ninja here, what, 6 grand? Not big deal. No big deal. We don't have to save 64,000 or 21,000. We kind of go from the biggest to the lowest. It's usually the best way to do things, kind of, because it's easier to save up money in the early part of the game compared to the late part of the game. All right, let's overclock, throw in a cocktail. Gwendy has reached her first Mega Pop right now. 1 Mega Pop down. 1 Mega Pop to go in 7 rounds. 6 rounds, really, if you get down and think about it. Why are we getting down and thinking about so many things, man? I don't know why that's become a new catchphrase for Chris, but it's just happening. I'm so sorry. All right, let's start off with a cocktail here in just a second. Just a second. I'm going to wait this out. Keep in mind, she's level 18 right now. 3 blasts per shot is going to be delicious when we finally get that guy. Our call to arms going pretty early here. Melting through a lot of layers. No reinforced Bloons, which is nice. I still got her on last. I might Keg Blast. Yeah, let's Keg Blast. Let's get rid of him. And then we're going to put her back on first. Slowly take down those Oh My Gods. Quickly take down everything else. Gives you some time to work up your abilities and everything back in action. All right, and we're going to go call to arms here. She is on first, so she should be able to clean up most of this crap. Call to arms is pretty delicious, got to admit. All right, cocktail here. Got to position this guy properly. Cocktail. Bloons are trying to sneak around, but not many of them. All right, can we get a cocktail combo here to do our magic? And, luckily enough for us, we get a Sabo up. It's not going to help us out for 94, but for 95, it definitely will. In 96, it definitely will. In 97, it also definitely will. All right, we're basically Saboing every single round at this point, and believe it or not, we're going to go for more than one. Then we're going to go for 2 Sabos. Then we're probably going to swap into some sort of ice tower defense. See if we can get just some abilities to help us out a little tiny baby bit. All right, back to last for you. Cocktail. Yeah, throw it down in the middle here. Let's slow it all down while we're at it and get you overclocked. And I guess since we just overclocked, let's call to arms as well while everything's still on the screen. Some more pops are trying to sneak through here. Sabo's sending them backwards, which is kind of fun. I don't know if that's actually helping us or not, but it's doing something. And 95 has been donified. Woo! All right. Pop count. How we looking? 26! Oh, boy. That's bad. That's about 31,000 total so far. That's rough. Now, I should mention that 40,000 is the estimation. It's actually closer to like 42,000 or 43,000. I don't actually know the exact number, to be completely honest with you guys. We got some leeway there. So even though we're at 31K, it's not really 9,000 pops left to get us through 5 more rounds. It's closer to like 12, 13,000 or something like that. So we gotta hope for the best, but that looks like a good number. 1.4 million, I'll take that. All right, we're gonna go for a quick ability, double ability combo. 97 shouldn't be too horrible for us. It's mostly dependent on if we reach level 20 or not for Gwendy. All right, I guess we're gonna go for an early Firestorm here. Oh, dang. I think I could do better. Okay, I decided to do something risky AF. Okay. I have the ability to buy a heli-pilot up to 4th tier. So here's my idea. I don't know if we can beat round 98. This is a really tricky round, and our biggest... Ooh, definitely gonna buy this. Ooh, maybe not. Yeah, definitely gonna buy this. Level 20. That's good, that's good. But here's my dilemma. I'm really worried about these pops, dude. I don't know how close this is gonna end up being realistically long-term, but it's gonna be tight. So instead of going another Sabo, instead of doing that, I can go for a heli-pilot here and move my Alchemist out of the way if I'm really that worried about the pops. I don't know how many pops that'll save us, maybe a couple thousand at most, so it's like, it's super risky to go for that guy, but it's still a possibility. But we're going to see how round 98 goes first, see kind of where our pop count is at, and see how close we are to dying and or winning, because if we are really, really close to winning, I don't feel bad about buying that heli pallet pretty much at all. But I think no matter what, I'm going to restart. That's probably what I'm going to do. All right, that's pretty much all of our abilities. Round 98 is actually going down pretty well. She's on last still, moving her back to first. Having no abilities at the end of round 98 is definitely rough, though. All right, with a call to arms and everything, yeah. I don't know if we can beat this without any extra help. So what that means is I got to take my chances, and I'm going to go for my 2 Shinobis. 2 more Shinobis, though. That's a good deal. All right, put her on last. We got the money for her to get up to level 20 as well, with $69 left for the chances. All right, we're going to go for Sabos pretty much across the board. I'm going to go for early call to arms. We're going to be throwing our cocktail all the way up in the front here. We got to use these abilities more than once, guys. It's pretty much just a fact of life at this point. And if we can get a good keg blast here while everybody's kind of on last, this will be beautiful. All right, let's go for another Sabo. Basically use, I don't want to call it non-stop Sabos, but pretty close to it. In fact, if you want to look at your abilities to kind of like time it a little bit, you can. Basically wait till it's about 1/3 from being ready to go. All right, we're going to go for that last... We're going to go for this ability first. Last Sabo. Some balloons are sneaking through, should be noted. Not the end of the world, though, in my opinion. Here's our overclock. Here's our call to arms. Put her back on first now. All right, we got some balloons sneaking through. Hardcore. Lots of balloons trying to sneak through right now, and that's with triple Sabos and everything. We got to go for a keg blast just to clean up something here. It's not perfect, but it's something. We're going to go for another Sabo here to keep everything right next to Gwendolyn, if at all possible. I got another cocktail here. We're going to throw it in the corner. Oh, my God. Look at all these balloons sneaking through, bro. Look at them all sneaking through. She's still on first. These balloons, I don't know if they're going to sneak through or not. Oh, my God. They would have snuck through. Oh. Holy crap. To be honest, I have never patrolled a heli pallet in my entire life. And actually thought it was a decent idea until right now. This is my first ever real patrol point play. I have no idea how it's going to go. So right now what we got is 2 Sabos and 1 downdraft Helipilot. All right, we're gonna go faster darts and faster Frank because I think that just increases something and makes it better. So that's our plan. Got a level 20 Gwendolyn. We're gonna hope that we can do a good job here. I don't know though. I just don't know. This is gonna be tricky no matter how good we are. We're gonna start with a call to arms and a Sabo. Gwendolyn ability. Clean it all up. Beautiful, beautiful. Good start, but doesn't mean it's gonna last. Does not mean it's going to last. You get a huge burst of Bloons coming in here. It's difficult to know when to use the Keg Blast, too, because like you waste a lot of your popping power on these ceramics, but at the same time, if there's not enough ceramics to actually make them useful, is it worth it to do it? It's a tricky question. Tricky answer. There really isn't a good answer. All right, back to first for you. I'm going to go call to arms. And I'm just going to use the Keg Blast here. I think it's just got to be done. Keg Blast. Clean up some of these ceramics. We got a nice slowdown here coming up. Let's see if we can downdraft some of the ceramics trying to sneak through over here. She is back on first. I got some money flowing in here. I could go Glue Strike. Why not? Why the heck not, man? Okay, let's see how this downdraft works. All right, that was pretty terrible. All right, I don't know. If I had a Glue Strike, I would say, sure, let's give it a shot. I don't have Glue Strike. It's non-glued ceramics with all of this crap going on. I think we're going to lose. Okay, slight redesign. Round 98 is definitely a pain in our butt. Just overall popping power, or lack thereof. Pretty brutal, dude. We're going to go for an early... This. Gotta run last. Gonna cocktail pretty soon here, because we're going to have a lot of Bloons popping out. Of course, we got to do basically a full wraparound on pretty much everything here. And now we're going to slow everything down. All right, I know that it's really hard to time everything, but I'm trying to like give everything a little bit of a chance. But the new addition to the team is a Glue Gunner squad with an Ice Tower and a knockback Helipilot. We're going to hope that they are magically delicious at sending back and popping Bloons, allowing us to just get enough time to get our Keg Blast used properly. That's really all I want to do. Will it work out? I don't know, but that's of course the plan. All right, another cocktail here. Overclock actually does have to be used pretty much right away here, and we're going to get another call to arms. That's going to be sweet. It's good timing on this call to arms for first. All right, we got a lot of Bloons on the screen here. We're probably going to have to Keg Blast soon. Probably going to have to Keg Blast soon. As soon as I see any weakness whatsoever to our defense, going to Keg Blast. Downdraft Ice Tower combo still doing its job, bro. At least decently good enough. All right, we're going to Keg Blast that crap. It's not an automatic kill or anything like that, but it's definitely going to be more of a slow process here. We got a nice Sabo here. Keep everything in range of Gwendolyn as long as we possibly can. And now we got a bunch of ceramics trying to sneak through here again. Watch them carefully. I'm going to try to watch them carefully. Sabo used. Overclock Gwendy. All right, all right. We got a call to arms. Do I use it? I think I gotta use the call to arms, and it looks like 98 should be defeated. Absolutely ridiculous, but now I have no abilities for round 99. Hopefully, oh, wait, let me think about this. I think I can buy another Sabo and still get it up before round 99 happens, so we're gonna try to do that really quickly. All right, Ninja, get a Sabo. All right, that's not a huge game changer, but it's at least something. Okay. Yeah, we'll have a Sabo for 99. And some abilities. This is actually kind of nice that it's been taking so long to pop that. 1.887 million! Can we do it? All right, we're going to go for an early cocktail here, and a call to arms, and slow it all down in range. I got to run first right now, which is not as efficient as last, but it's just DDTs, so hopefully this is good enough. And I'm going to try to save everything else for round 100. And here it is, round 100. We got to get 66,000 pops. Seems doable. I think. Hopefully. We got a lot of buffs on Gwendolyn. We got pretty much everything we could have, besides maybe the engineer or something like that. All right, cocktail right from the get-go. Call to arms. This looks really slow, though. It looks really slow. It's got like 20-something thousand health, like 24,000 health or something. This is a lot of health we're going to have to take down here. It might be one of those full-on wraparound kind of situations with some luck and some other factors. I just don't know. All right, another one of these. Let's throw the cocktail down as soon as we get the room for it. All right, boom and boom. We're also going to keg blast. We're going to hope that we get it back again. Okay, so she is still only at 1950. That's not good. It's a full wraparound here, and this is probably going to be the death of us. I don't know what else to do. Spike Factory and ninjas and stuff, like trying to help out a little bit. How many... is this the last health thing? I think it's got more health underneath that. We're probably going to have to use something else in combination with this just to pop the bad layer, which is absolutely awful. All right, let's overclock, throw down the cocktail, do this, and you can just see how absolutely ridiculous this is. There's no chance of popping Oh My God and 2 DDTs after that. I'm not even gonna wait that out. So we got to do something here. Our biggest issue is we spent nearly all of our money. There's like not really much else we can do. So I'm gonna try just a quick Spike Factory to steal some of the pops. I don't really know exactly what the right amount is, but a couple thousand is probably in order here, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that because I don't even have the money for a mob shredder. That's pretty awful. Oh, crap, and I wasted all my samples. That actually doesn't matter that much. And I missed my cocktail. Oh, my God. And I never used the thing. Holy crap, so that was terrible. All right. Well, let's see how many pops we get over here and see if it's even close to, like, getting what I want to be done. All right, yeah. Okay. Let's just see where we get, guys. I mean, this could be 1,000 pops. That could be the difference between popping here and popping there. All right, another overclock, another one of these guys. Throw down the cocktail right about chicka chicka boom boom. Chicka chicka boom boom. We're gonna do that keg blast as well. Burn it all up. Dartling gun, how many pops does he get? Oh, he's actually not bad at all. It's a 000 Dartling gun. Up to like 500. I think we're better off doing that than Spike Factories. Just spam like 3 or 4 of those guys. All right. Good to know. It's going to get another wraparound here. This is tough because I want to use my hotkeys as my abilities. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that keeps me off of escape, so I have to actually manually click things, I think. Just try to make sure I don't lose super stupidly. All right. I'm gonna go with we lose. We were already struggling against DDTs, and now look at this. Okay, here's the new plan. I've got Heli Palette off of lock in place. I've got 5 Dartling guns here because they seem to be doing a pretty good job. We're going to try to micro properly. Still no guarantees on that. It's going to be difficult while microing all this crap, but maybe we can do something here. All right, first of all, Keg Blast. I don't know exactly how many pops we want to get off this guy, but we got to steal several thousand at the very least. All right, one of these. Oops, wrong ability. Seems to be okay, though. Don't forget, Call to Arms is... Oh, it's not a... Oh, maybe I should put the Call to Arms. Dartling Gun's next to the Call to Arms. That could be an okay thing to do. That would also increase our popping power. I mean, each one of these guys is probably going to end up with, like, about 1,000 each. Oh, dang. Oh, I missed my cocktail. Well, I missed the time for the cocktail. So now we just got to wait for the wraparound. All right, wait for the wraparound. Call to Arms with a cocktail. We're going to Keg Blast as well. And we've got 3 Sabus here. Let's see what's going on, man. All right, I think he's down to his last health bar. Let's see what happens here, though. Got a lot of room to work with still. Let's see. Definitely slow and not in range of Gwendolyn. All right, let's see if we can overclock real quick, like... This is tough, man. This is tough. And it still doesn't pop, dude. All right. Popped it. Round 100. Oh, I need 35,000 pops. I don't think that's going to happen, man. Against 2 Oh My Gods here. Yes. They're just too beefy. Look at that. Okay, I got an interesting strategy here. Overdrive instead of all those Dartling guns. Yeah. This is interesting. This is very interesting. This is super interesting. Oddly interesting. Confusingly interesting. Oh, what kind of pops we at, dude? Oh. Oh, get more pops, Gwendolyn. Get more pops. No! We've beaten it, but we don't have enough pops. Not even close, actually. The tack shooter stole too many. Okay, I don't think this is going to help, but I got this tack shooter to have less pops, which meant that Zoma God snuck through, which means that Gwendolyn gets another wraparound here. Don't know if that's going to mean anything here, but obviously we gotta try. So here we go. Let's see if we can combine this all together to make something worthwhile. Slow it down. Use call to arms. Gwendolyn still needs a lot of pops, though, bro. A lot of pops here. And we didn't get it still. It was like 80-something thousand. Oh, well, there it is. I wanted to give myself one more chance to look, and it was literally like instantaneous. 1981. Brutal. Oh, okay. Well, I look to you guys, man. I'm calling this a good run. An excellent run. But still problematic. Still problematic in a lot of ways. We had to let everything else help us out so much. That last few thousand pops is going to be ridiculous to get. I'm glad that I won. At the very least, I won Chimps mode, but knowing that I was that close, and you know what, 19,000 pops is still kind of far away if you really get down and think about it. I think the only thing that I could have done, maybe, is if I got Perma Brew and directly moved the helipallet, moved him away with the helipallet, like right after that. Alternatively, possibly finding another map where we could find a way that she could still hit the Bloons, but the Alchemist can't. That would be another way to do that, but on this map, it just doesn't really work out. So anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are. And, you know, it's technically a fail, but I thought we did pretty gosh darn good. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are. And, of course, have a super duper delicious day.